Alright, so this is my fourth video. I wanted to, in this video, to show how companies like Super 7, who have created these, get you a better look at them, Planet of the Apes figures, to look like Kenner toys from back in the day. So, what they've done, which is really smart, is make figures with simple sculpts. Simple sculpts, 5-point articulation, and minimalistic details to give the feel of a vintage figure. So this guy, as I've shown you before, is from 1977. So he is only 4 points because Chewbacca was, it's one mold. It's literally one mold. And then the arms move and the legs move. So that's 4 points. But usually, when the figure is a head, that's not connected to the body. This is another figure by Kenner Toys. This is one of the, I think it's one of the one of Jabba the Hutt's guards. So he is, there's 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and then you have a full head tilt. So that's 5 points of articulation. And same thing with this guy, Luke Skywalker. Got the head, arms, legs. You get the drill. So you've got those. And if you look at, you look at Luke, I'll take this little cloth cape off. You look at Luke and you look at Cornelius, they look like they've been made in the same era, the same year. You could go into a toy shop and buy these at the same exact time. But this one's nearly 40 years old. This one's about 2-3 years old. So Super 7 has replicated Kenner's product in a way that's so effective that, it looks like it was made in the same time. So what's genius about this is what I wanted to also discuss in their kind of marketing ways is what's so genius about this is they play on nostalgia, which is a huge driving factor when it comes to the action figure market. Collectors, especially adult collectors, like myself, who want to buy figures that remind them of their childhood or the memories that they had as a kid or the toys that they had as a kid. Not that I was born 40 years ago, but you get what I'm saying. Nostalgia is a big driving factor for these figures. They really have capitalized on that and made these figures to in a specific way to look like the Kenner figures. So it draws in those collectors that remember, maybe they watched Planet of the Apes as a kid. And Planet of the Apes figures back in the day, even though they've been produced a lot, back in the day in 1968 when the first one came out, which is what Dr. Zaius and the Lawgiver are from, and this guy is from the second Planet of the Apes movie, Escape from Planet of the Apes, I'm pretty sure it's called. Or third, actually, Escape from Planet of the Apes. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure that's right. They never produced small, tiny 3.75-inch figures, which are so much easier to transport for kids because they're small. They're easier to produce, they're cheaper, and kids can just buy them like crazy. But Mego, who's the company who had the rights to Planet of the Apes figures at the time in the 70s, and I'm pretty sure in the early 60s as well. I might be wrong on that. But in the early 70s, I know for sure. They made 8-inch large figures, so about the same size as one of these guys, to give you a scaling reference. So they were large, more detailed figures than these guys. They were large, more detailed, soft goods, not just hard plastic through and through. So collectors might, remember those figures as a kid, but then they see someone has created a product of their favorite movie, but in the style that will go perfectly with their old figures that they've kept from when they were kids, and have those two kind of movie, you know, movie series figures together in the same kind of scale and the same style, and it just looks amazing on the shelf. So that's why it's such a smart idea and such a smart product to make.